Awesome. Hi. Well, today we have some really special guests with us that are going to be sharing some new information about a stem cell supplement and their research behind it and some of the exciting news that they've seen it do for families with children who have special needs, like autism, as well as a whole host of other disabilities or, sicknesses or things like that. So today I have with me Anastasia and Lana, and I just want you guys to go ahead and why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourselves? Maybe start with Lana, and then we'll let Anastasia tell a little bit.
Sure, sure. Well, I've been interested in natural remedies since I was in high school. And every time I would make natural, I guess, remedies for any type of healing, starting
Mhm.
from colds to, pain management. And I believe towards 20s when I had different problems with the stomach, with digestion and everything, and doctors were telling me that I need to be on the medicine all my life. That had a problem with me. I had a problem with that pretty much
Mhm.
because I was only 20 something and I didn't want to be on the medicine all my life. So I
Mhm.
started treating myself. And later, 12 years ago, I actually graduated from IIN, and it's a health coaching program. And I was very much interested to work with patients, and uh, I've learned enough to be able to work with the clients. I had two kids later on, so I didn't have much time to expand all on my business. So I
Yeah.
spent a lot of time home, but with my kids and with my friends and family, I was still using all my knowledge. So eventually, about a few years ago, I met up with Anastasia, and I wanted to pursue my passion and go back into health coaching. And both of us have been working together. And just recently, we were able to discover something that's been really helpful to a lot of people with different problems. But we noticed that the fastest results were with the autistic kids, something that
Mhm.
we didn't think about it before. But once we
Right.
found that, yeah, it was very interesting. So I am into natural medicine. Not that sometimes you have to have both and you have to have a balance, but uh, if it's a long time resolution, then I tend to
Hmm.
go into natural herbal ways. But Anastasia is a scientist and she's a great friend, so I would
Yeah.
like to introduce her and tell her, have her talk about herself and tell people who she is.
Yes.
Hello, guys. So my name is Anastasia Regina. I'm scientist with 25 years of biomedical research experience in the United States. I worked at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in a lab that does endocrinology and metabolism. I also studied major depression and immune inflammation in brain and how it's related to behavioral issues. Last 20 years, I'm working at Michigan State University. I'm doing research in fatty liver disease, obesity, diabetes, breast cancer, sarcoma, so other types of cancer. And I'm doing is investigation of natural plant-derived substances. So recently, that's my major area of expertise, effect of plant-derived substances on human health. And that's how I got involved into this natural product, and I started investigating how it works in people.
Mm, awesome. So the two of you just have a ginormous background, and that's so cool that you've been working through these different types of remedies for such a long time. And like Lana said, she's even been using them on herself. So that's really awesome. So how did you guys first learn about this stem cell supplement that you're talking about and its potential benefits of children with autism?
Sure. We actually were using it for ourselves, and we seen other people use it. we had one couple who has been using it on themselves, and they had different kind of problems, but then they decided, well, since it works for us, why don't we, they had autistic son, why don't we
Mm-hmm.
try it on our son? And he was 13 years old at that time, and he was nonverbal, and they were giving it to him for a month. I think they've seen some results within 2 weeks, but in a month he started talking, and he was 13. He never spoke before. And then it was his father's birthday, and the first words of a child were "Happy birthday, father," and were "Happy birthday, dad," actually. And that was amazing, because that's the result that really changed
Mm-hmm.
everybody's approach and to natural medicine, and to the supplements that we found that were very much useful in that sense. So we, once we discovered it, we started offering it to a lot of people who had autistic kids, and they've
Mm-hmm.
seen a lot of improvements. And we just started researching a little deeper, and pretty much so far we had about 30 people, maybe 30 kids that have been receiving benefits from the ones that we know personally.
Yeah. Yeah. So you were talking, so you're kind of still in the research phase, right? So you're not guaranteeing results for anybody, but you're saying you've had some fabulous responses, right?
True. True. Yes,
Right.
it's not a medication that you can guarantee. It's just an herbal supplement that activates the release of stem cells, and they've been working very good in restoring the natural body's function.
Mm, very cool. Yeah. Before I talked to you and you were saying like you've had like certain amounts of students or children with autism that you've had that have taken the supplement, and what's been the overall response rate from like that sample group that you've been working with?
So far, we had people, there are still couples that just received it recently, so we don't know, but they've seen, some of them seen, especially with the something, their responses with the attitude, with the comprehension, with the focus. With the some kids experienced like violence, and they weren't violent. They were very attentive a lot of
Mhm.
times. Obviously, you cannot start speaking in 1 month for everybody, but some people notice babbling. That's in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, so it's a start
Over time, yep.
over
Mm-hmm.
time.
And
So
the
it was 20. I know at that point it was 25 or 24 out of 26 kids that we had positive responses with the speech. So
wow,
we're
that's
hoping
pretty
this.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's incredible. Wow. So what exactly is this stem cell supplement? Like, what does it entail?
I can tell you more about this stem cell activator. So it's made of plants, and three plants, and composition of this product actually known by folk medicine for thousands of years. They were used by healers in different parts of the world to treat
Mhm.
multiple diseases. But in our century, scientists started to investigate the potential of these plants, and they found that these plants actually stimulate our bone marrow to release stem cells in the bloodstream.
Hmm.
And how this supplement was created. So they combined three powerful plants from different parts of the world and combined it in one product, added additional plants rich with antioxidants, and made this formula. In this kind of composition, we started using this formula in February 2023. So it's relatively new. And that's why not
Okay.
many
Yep.
people know about it. And many doctors don't know about it.
Great. That's very crazy. So it's all natural ingredients then. That's
Yes.
that's huge. That's amazing because I think that's the biggest thing is people don't ever know how their body's going to react to like fabricated medicines. But when you have all natural ingredients, I think it really makes a difference when people know they're putting something like that in their body versus a fabricated medicine. That's
Yeah.
super cool. Yeah. So our like how does this supplement actually, you were talking about like in the, how does it work in the body? You said it releases stem cells from like the bone marrow, but are you still trying to figure out how it works with autism, what the trigger is, or do you have any guidance on that?
So actually, it's a wonderful question because when we noticed the positive response in children with autism, we started looking to clinical studies, experimental studies in animal models of autism, and we found that stem cells released from the bone marrow, they can penetrate the brain, so they get inside the brain and they start producing growth factors required for brain function. And usually, other studies show that in children with on the spectrum, they're missing some important growth factors. So stem cells compensate for these deficiencies. Stem cells produce anti-inflammatory molecules that completely eliminate inflammation from the brain. And actually, neuroinflammation is the culprit. It's actually something that triggers autism in children. So when you eliminate inflammation, you eliminate cause for the diseases. So that's cells capable of reversing behavioral abnormalities and make behavior more normal, like, let's say, normal.
Yeah. Well, and I think you brought up a great point. From everything I've ever read, is that inflammation is a trigger to a lot of different diseases. And so not just children with autism, but you're talking anybody, kids with special needs, anybody with any kind of like abnormality, whether like maybe high blood pressure or autoimmune diseases. Is it beneficial for them too?
Absolutely, because the same stem cells produced by bone marrow, they also control autoimmune reactions. And actually, I did my PhD degree in autoimmune diseases and endocrine system interaction. So we know that there is no cure for autoimmune diseases. It's kind of, if you diagnose, it will stay with you for the rest of your life. But stem cells actually the only one thing in our body that's capable of controlling autoimmune reactions and eliminate autoimmune reactions. So this is something so exciting. I never seen anything like that in my career, like something interesting in biomedical research. So this is the future of medicine. I think it's in stem cell treatments, stem preventions. And this natural supplement allows us to move towards this future much faster. We can do it.
Right. Yeah, I can just see your excitement on your face. So it's like so cool to just see that, because once you meet somebody that knows, like believes in something, it's so just invigorating, that's awesome. So you did talk a little bit about that sample group you have of kids with autism going from nonverbal to verbal. On average, like you said, I know some start babbling right away and some might start talking. It kind of depends on the age, but how quickly were parents starting to see positive benefits from the supplement?
There is no really timing. I guess each kid is different. It all depends on uh, what else is going on in the body. Some kids may have GI issue, and that might take a little longer. Some kids may have something else in the body that needs attention, and we cannot tell the stem cells where to go. The body knows itself where it needs to go in the healing. So usually you should be able to see a difference. In 2 weeks, you should see at least the attitude. If somebody is violent, we heard people saying like biting or screaming, yell or tantrum. It has
the emotional outbursts. Yeah.
So the focus, the following through. So those were the first things. Some kids started babbling like in a month or in 2 weeks. It depends.
Yeah.
It's also important to look at the digestion, I guess, when you're starting the supplement and introduce like prebiotics and probiotics.
Gotcha. Has anybody suggested that they've had any adverse reactions, or have most of your reports been pretty positive?
We didn't have anybody who has any negative reaction, especially with the kids. The only thing you have to follow the dosage, the proper dosage to make sure that appropriate dosage for a specific age, because somebody who is 12 years old is going to have a different dosage than somebody who is 3 years old.
So awesome. That makes sense.
Yes, unless there is allergies to specific berries, or natural components. There hasn't been any side effects.
That's really awesome. Good. So is this supplement currently available to the public?
It is available to the public. The only thing people, it's done through the subscription. So people, anybody can contact us and we will help them. We'll give them different choices, how they can register
Mhm.
and obtain the supplement. Now is actually a good time since holidays are here.
Yes, yeah, yeah. And so we'll be putting all that information up on the website to go along with this video. So anybody who wants to get in on this will be able to get in contact with you guys. And Anastasia said that she also does kind of like consulting around the product to make sure people know what their needs are and how the supplement will work and things like that. And I think that's just amazing that you guys are coming together to really, advocate for health for people in a positive way. That's just so awesome. How affordable is this option for families? Like, what would it cost them?
Well, it is affordable because I know that there's stem cell therapies that cost from $5,000 to $10,000. They're
Hmm.
very expensive and you have to do it every half a year. This one costs just first purchase is the 125, and then if you are on the subscription, it's going to be like 115, and then company offers different specials.
Hmm.
So I think it's pretty affordable.
Yep.
There's also affiliate program that you can sign up for, and if you recommend people, you can get specials for
Okay,
that.
awesome. And has there been any interactions, like if kids are on other medications and then they start taking the supplement, has there been any like interactions that you have known of that might you might want to watch out for? Or should they go talk to their doctor first to make sure it's safe to add the supplement to the diet along with whatever medications? What do you think?
Uh, Usually when I talk to parents about this supplement, I tell them you can continue your current regimen, you can continue your current diet, and we don't know any interactions between this supplement with other supplements because it works specifically on bone marrow, and majority of supplements don't work there.
Right, right.
How we do ask them to separate this stem cell activator from supplements that work as absorbents, like for example, zeolites or bentonite clay, or if they're doing detox of any kind. So we ask them to separate it in time so this detox therapy doesn't absorb bioactive substances from the stem cell activator.
Okay, that's good to know. So how do you think the stem cell treatment, like you were talking about, it's the wave of the future. How do you think it's going to fit into like the landscape of care for children with autism?
You know what? Actually, there are currently around 1,000 clinical trials around the globe using stem cells, different kinds of stem cells. I mean, what I mean, different kinds, isolated from different tissues. The stem
Hmm.
cells, in our body, you can take stem cells from umbilical cord, from placenta, um, from fat tissue after liposuction. You can get stem cells from bone marrow. So the sources are different. Um, and scientists trying to make isolation of stem cells easier, more affordable, and decrease prices. But still, it's injection, still it's invasive procedure, and still it
Hmm.
has associated with infection. So when I talk to parents, I say, okay, you can go to clinic and pay thousands of dollars, but you always have risk of infection. I wouldn't do it to my child. So if I wouldn't do it to my child, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody else. That's why I usually advocate for this plant-derived stem cell activator because it's safer. It doesn't have any side effects, and you can easily do it at home and incorporate into your daily routine. Like I said, you
Hmm.
even change diet. I
Yeah.
usually don't change anything.
Yeah, awesome. Very good. So, are there ongoing studies to improve these type of supplements? Or are they constantly being researched or and what's going on with the supplement world right now since it's kind of new, you said?
Yeah, I can tell you that currently all pharmaceutical companies are trying to beat each other to get chemical drug that would do the same job, would stimulate our bone marrow to release stem cells. But
Okay.
so far, pharmaceutical companies were not successful because they
Mm-hmm.
put millers in this direction. So I think this plant-derived product is huge alternative to potential drugs that pharmaceutical companies trying to develop. So that's why direction now it's in science and medicine, it's just how we can isolate stem cells from donor tissue and inject them in recipients. So that's what is done everywhere around the globe. It's not FDA approved in US. That's why you have to go abroad for stem cell treatment.
Okay, okay. But that this supplement, basically, you're telling us that you feel it's a safer alternative anyways, and it's more affordable. Yes, good.
That kind of in my world, it's a double the win because you will pay
Yeah,
less.
win-win, yeah.
And honestly, to be honest, if you go to clinic, your success rate is about 60%. And I'm listening to some doctors from these clinics and they say, we don't know why some children don't benefit and why some benefit. Actually, I have theories about it, but okay, I'm a scientist. I'm supposed to do it. Yeah. But with stem cell activator, I usually tell people if there's no genetic abnormalities, like no mutations, no chromosomal translocations, then success rate of this supplement, success rate is over 90%.
Wow, that's incredible.
The highest you can find for any treatment.
Yeah, that's
Honestly.
incredible. Oh,
It's
you get me excited. I love it. So what would you say to the parents that are skeptics or people who are skeptics about stem cell supplements for autism? Like, how would you like convince them like to try this?
Well, what we do is we try it on our own kids. I mean, I have two kids and they have growing pains. They get sick. And whenever I give them the supplement, I know that they're getting better and faster than they normally would. When you have to wake up through the night a couple of times a night because their legs are hurting, with their knees are hurting, it's takes a lot out of you. But if you give them and then they go back to sleep, they don't have pain, and they're happy in the morning, some sleep and they got some sleep, then it really makes a difference in your everyday life. Plus you're giving them something that's natural. You don't have to drug them up and give them a lot of things that are not really working for them eventually for a long time. So being a mom and trying to find the best ways to help my kids, I tend to use it myself and share it with others. Because if there's that I find that is working, I would like other people to know about it.
Yeah. So do you have to take it every day, just like a regimen, or can you take it kind of on an as needed?
Well, the thing is that if you are, let's say, just sick and you need, or you have a pain somewhere, you would take it not every day, just as needed. But if we are talking about autism, then you need to take it every day according to the portion of the dosage that is required for you.
Gotcha.
So for that, it will have to be every day. It doesn't mean you have to take it for the rest of your life. It's just until you get the improvements that you're looking for.
Yeah, yeah, that totally makes sense. I love that. So how can people learn more or get involved in like knowing about this stem cell? Like where can they research about it to find out exactly if they have more questions? And like I said, I know Anastasia offers free consultations, so that'll be something we'll add in with our link. But can they get most of the information off your website, or are there other places for them to look too?
Actually, you know what? That's really cool question because we talking to parents every day and they ask specific questions and we made a page on this website. It's called Frequently Asked Questions. So
Good.
parents can just read some information there. We also have reading material page where we put scientific evidence and some product information, testimonials. We also have a page with testimonials on the same site, which we need to update frequently now because we have more and more results. And the same website, yeah, you can sign up for consultation with me. And we also have a product page where people from around the globe can purchase this product. We ship to every country in the world. If USP allows us to ship to this country, we'll ship it.
I love it. So we're about out of time, but what I want to know is there anything else you want to share with the people listening today or that will be watching this later on, to really like help them understand how valuable this supplement is?
Well, I think as for me, I think if you are, I know people are tired and parents are tired, and they're looking for ways, and it's a lot of different things, and sometimes it just doesn't go the way you want it to. I know that we've seen the difference, and we want to share. From what we see, we hope people who are open to try natural products and who want to help their kids and believe that there is something out there that can
Mhm.
help them. I It just seeing those kids being able to express themselves. They are
Right.
beautiful, but they also want to talk to you and they want to explain to you and
Hmm.
they want to share their feelings. So if there is a way to for them to help with that, I mean, I'm all
Right.
100% for.
Yeah. And I think as a parent, there's nothing more special than being able to have that communication with your child, right? Or to hear, I love you, mom or dad, or things like that. And what a gift that would be to so many families. And even if you're kind of skeptical, your results are over 90%. You have tons of testimonials. It'd be worth it to just give it a try because it is, like you said, all natural and it's safe and you haven't seen any side effects. And so it sounds like it's something that could really, really change the lives of many, many families and children. So I'm super grateful that you guys joined me today. I can't wait to share all this information with the rest of the world. And I am excited to I'm probably going to be one of your first purchasers because I think I'm on it. And I know I have a daughter who could benefit from it as well. So thanks so much. And it was so great talking to you guys. And I think what we'll do is we'll connect again to maybe we can do a webinar for families with the next round.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
yeah, awesome. Well, we'll be in touch. And I will talk to you guys later.
All right. Happy holidays, everybody.
Ha Happy holidays.